This hair, bro. This hair. Hi guys, it's the Two-Headed Girl, also known as Rhonda, or Rhonda Lou. If you follow me on Tumblr, you probably, maybe have an idea of who I am and what I believe in. But today, we are going to talk about something that is extremely personal to me. A video that I've been meaning to make for a very long time now. I made a post about it on Tumblr and I was like, you know, should I make a video about, see by the title of this video what it's about. And I got an overwhelming response of people commenting on it, reblogging it with their own comments and what they thought. And I've also had a lot of people like inbox me, send me fan mail and all of that on Tumblr and just saying, you know, you should really try and do it. And it got to the point where it was so overwhelming that I actually deleted the post because I was just like, if I never make this video, then it's just so much pressure. I am indeed making the video. For once, I am coming through with something. It is about me being a Christian pansexual. And I understand, I'm fully aware that I'm going to be getting a lot of flack for this, or it's plausible or potential that I could be getting flack for this. I really do know that there is a bit of a risk in posting something like this. But it's also something that I think is worth talking about and it's worth admitting, and it's something that I've accepted about myself. And I also know a lot of other Christian pansexuals that I personally know in real life, not just, you know, Tumblr people, who I love, by the way. As they got older, they kind of discovered more about themselves, that they are pansexual. And I feel for them a lot, because once they admitted to their pastors or you know, youth leaders, they felt very ostracized and very judged and very just like maybe they didn't belong there anymore. And I kind of hate that. I truly do. It's something that bothers me a lot. I apologize, you could probably hear my sister's air conditioner in the background. And I am filming in my sister's room, who is known as TwoCutiful, if you see her on YouTube. I'm in a few of them. We've filmed a few videos lately and they've been ridiculous. If you get the chance, check her out. Really being able to have a faith in God, or, you know, like the way that I've always phrased it is, if God is love, then I most definitely believe in God. Because love is really what, my hair,
this fringe gapped out, oh my god.
Love is really what drives me, and it always has my entire life. I don't really believe that if you have a pure, genuine love for someone, no matter what their gender is, I don't really think that that's sinful. Lusting after people and all that, that's a bit of a different thing, but when you are truly in love with someone, in whatever form that they came in, you know, I really do believe that that's not something to be ashamed of. And I've also had friends who are gay or lesbian or bisexual who were at one point Christians as well, and now they feel like they can't say that anymore. And for me, I've been lucky enough to be surrounded by people who are extremely accepting of who I am and how I am. I just think there's way too much of a stigma behind, you know, being bisexual or asexual or transsexual or whatever it is that you are. I do believe that everybody should be allowed to find the truth that is true for them. For me, I've always been certain of my faith in God. I've always lived by Jesus' words. Jesus himself never spoke on homosexuality directly. You know, may the sinless cast the first stone, you know? There's so many parts that I think really confuse a lot of people and that can be misinterpreted. I personally, as a Christian, do live solely by Jesus' words in the New Testament. I think that the Old Testament has a lot of wisdom. It does. But I don't think a lot of it is applicable to our everyday life. There's a lot of topics that I am going to be covering throughout my channel. You will be seeing probably a lot of personal stuff, a lot of artsy stuff, a lot of just goofing off stuff, kind of quote unquote funny stuff. And makeup tutorials, I love to do cosplay. There's going to be a myriad of things to expect from this channel, but I really did just want to start out with this one specifically. I didn't want to be like one of those sexually ambiguous like YouTubers. I wanted to be completely honest and completely raw and real from the start, and I want to continue to do that. So if you do decide to subscribe, I greatly appreciate you. You'll get to see a big part of my life and a lot of the things that I love to do. I'm a big art person. And there will be a lot of topics that I'll be
covering, and I'll be reviewing some things,
and some things you might not be interested in, but there might be a gem in there that you can relate to and that you can connect to, and that's what I'm hoping for. That's my main goal with this channel, is just to connect to as many people as I possibly can, and to let others know if they are struggling with their either pansexuality or homosexuality, whatever it is that they're dealing with, even asexuality. If they're struggling with that and also having a belief system of some kind of spirituality, I just want you to know that there are other people out there that feel the exact same way that you do. I don't think it should be such a rare thing to be able to state that you are pansexual, but you do believe in God and you do have faith. That's mainly just what I wanted to talk to you guys about. If you don't know what pansexuality is, I've explained it to my parents quite a few times. It's basically, you fall in love with the soul of a person. You, like, whatever body or form that they come in, whether they are transgender, whether they're a male or a female or hermaphrodite, or if they're like disabled in some way where they can't even have sex, whether they're, you know, whatever the case may be, the physical body of them does not matter with pansexuality. You just solely fall in love with the spirit and the soul and the mind of that person, everything that makes them who they are from within. And I've known this really for quite a long time. At the beginning, I was afraid to talk to my pastors about it. I was very apprehensive because I knew my other friends' experiences and how those conversations went. I didn't want to suddenly feel isolated or ashamed. I didn't think that it was something worth feeling ashamed of, and I still don't. If you are thinking that you may or may not be bisexual or bicurious or pansexual or asexual, I do believe that you should allow yourself the time to discover, you know, who you are, what you believe in. I just believe truly in loving one another. And I said before, you know, if God is love and you're preaching hatred, like, whose side are you really on? And that's something that has bothered me to the core for so long. And I really do just hope of a day that will come where it isn't such a big issue and there's no stigma left. My mom was raised Catholic and she did take us to church a few times when we were younger. But eventually I started going to church on my own, and I went on my own for years. And it was a place that I found community with people who cared just as much about other people as I did, and I was so fortunate. I also do have a lot of health issues, which we will all get into in due time. I will be talking about physical illnesses as well as mental illnesses and people suffering from stuff like that, and things
to get through the day, procrastination, like everything under the sun. I will be doing makeup tutorials and all of that, and cosplay tutorials.
Halloween's coming up. We gotta get some spooky friggin' costumes.
I will delve deeper into this topic as time goes on. It's like I said, everything will come in due time. I'll be putting out videos every Thursday from this point forward, and I'm looking forward to seeing your comments. I want you to share your stories below. The one thing I will ask is that if you do feel the need to troll, or to just do any kind of hatred, you can direct it towards me all you want, as much as you want, but only towards me, okay? That is the one thing that I will ask in my channel. I want the comments to be supportive of one another and kind to one another, as much as possible. And like I said, feel free. I can welcome the haters. It's all right. But I can take whatever angst you need to get out if you do feel the need to get out and troll. But please be kind to one another. Out of everything, I really just want to tell all of you guys, whoever gets the chance to see this, I just want you to know that I love you. I truly, truly do. Everybody always says, like, you can't universally love everybody unconditionally. You can. You truly can. If you ever meet me in person, or if you already know me in person, you know this is the truth. And any of my friends would totally tell you that.
I'll probably be making a few videos with a lot of my friends as well. And I have kind of a bucket list of what I want to do on YouTube and a whole bunch of video ideas, but
to you individual right there, you beautiful soul, I want you to know that you deserve peace, and you will always deserve peace. I'm actually getting that tattooed on my wrist within the next few weeks, and I'll be getting a lot of other tattoos, probably BioShock Infinite related. I'm way too obsessed with that game. No shame. Anyway, I love you all to death, and I hope you're having the most wonderful day or evening or 4 o'clock YouTube surf, whatever. I've been there. I love you. Goodbye.
it might just be some of my Tumblr followers. Some of my Tumblr followers.
I will be doing some tutorials of that. I'm verbally dyslexic. You will also understand that about me eventually. If you decide to if you do decide to describe